Project Playtime just got a ton of news from a Season 2 release date, a brand new trailer, new mobile updates, and tons of upcoming lore stuff that could potentially connect to Chapter 3 as well. Like the video if you're excited, but let's just get right into it. So basically, just a couple weeks ago at this point, developer Micah in the Poppy Playtime Discord server would post to us saying that the Phase 2 trailer for Project Playtime was actually almost done, suggesting it was coming soon. And following this, we would get a couple different teasers for the brand new map, which I've already covered in other videos. However, afterwards, we got some brand new promos for Season 2 with the caption saying, "Do not adjust your screen," showing off a few new skins that will presumably be in the item shop of Boxy Boo and the player, who are both hanging out in the new Destroy a Toy map set to drop with the new season. We can also see in this teaser that Phase 2 of Poppy Playtime is going to be called Incineration, meaning there's probably going to be different themes revolving around different battle passes in the coming future, with this one of course being a fiery steampunk theme judged by the old style computers here, and of course the map in the background. Following this, we would get another new map and skim teaser captioned "Mommy has a sweet tooth for your flesh," showing us a Mommy Longleg skin and some player skins as well, fitting the same vibe and style for the new map, where we can even see cardboard cutouts of Huggy Wuggy, Bunzo Bunny, and even, I think, a Kissy Missy plush over here. But following these teases, just the other day, we got ourselves an official post from the developers, giving us Project Playtime 2's new poster that is finally set to launch on May 31st of this year. Meaning in just 5-ish days after this video drops, we will finally be getting Season 2, and we also got ourselves some really cool skin reveals here too. We see another new Boxy Boo skin where he is this time a clown, and a Mommy Longleg skin who looks like a horrifying skeleton type creature, along with Huggy Wuggy who kind of looks like Groot and is holding onto a player wearing the famous Boogie Bot skin, which is a popular skin that leaked months ago and is now finally releasing into the public, plus a lot more. But now that the release date is finally out, we have to ask the question, what is going to be in Season 2 from new contents and skins and even some new lore? Well, along with this announcement and after some really weird promo where they uploaded videos burning some Huggy dolls, Mob Games would actually drop a brand new map reveal for the Destroy a Toy map, going into way more detail. So this new trailer starts with a shot of Destroy a Toy, which is something we've already seen before. There isn't too much to say here. And the next shot shows us the actual incinerator area, which has a door up here, which we can presumably use, and a mini walkway up into the fiery pit above. Then we see some cool shots of some of the animation and fire inside of the map, before we are flashed with a hallway that shows us some posters that we've seen a few times before. However, on the left, we actually see some brand new Kissy Missy and Huggy Wuggy artwork, along with a few other toys that appear to be in a completely new art style. Now, this is the first time we ever see Kissy and Huggy hanging out with each other, like in the entire game. And what I find interesting about this piece is that it's very reminiscent of old rubber hose animation styles, somewhat similar to the art styles we'd see in classic Mickey cartoons, possibly suggesting that this could be an older or outdated drawing of some sort that was made back when the factory was still running. Also, at the top of the drawing, I can't tell what they're saying up here, but there's some text I can't read. It looks like it says boxy or maybe sweet, and there looks to be a bunch of honey pouring onto the characters. I have no idea what this is for. Let me know what you think. We are then shown some other new shots of the train station and hiding locations, along with a mini catwalk area here, which actually looks like it's going to be pretty cool, but that's basically where the trailer ends. Now, this is a pretty cool trailer, and I think it shows just how big this map is going to be, but I do wonder if this is the official trailer for Season 2 Micah showed off, or if there's another one coming out later. I'm not sure. But after this trailer dropped, Micah would end up hopping on Discord and showing us some other new stuff Season 2 is going to have, giving us this screenshot showing what appears to be a brand new lobby for Phase 2, along with an all-new, brand new updated UI that should be releasing with the second season later this week. He also showed us another new photo of some sort of pizzeria-like carpeting and pattern that is also in the spawn room and looks completely new. I have no idea if this is going to be a new idle area or a new map we haven't seen or anything, but judged by the puzzle pillars hanging on the wall, this is probably going to be a new practice area where people can play around and learn all the new puzzles while they wait for the game to finally start. But going back to the new map, back when Destroy a Toy was originally named the Steel Mill, the entire map actually got leaked in its developing stages, showing every single location as I've discussed in other videos. And shockingly enough, this brand new map, at least as it originally appeared, had multiple different train stations, tons of different new areas and locations, and a lot more. I don't want to show off the entire map leak in this video because it's just too big to show, and everything has probably already been changed or removed since this leak, but it's still really cool nonetheless. Moving on from the map though, we also got some massive skin leaks coming in Phase 2 and the battle pass that we've been waiting for an update on for months now. For starters, obviously there's all these skins that I showed in the teasers originally. However, since then, there's also been a ton of skin designs and names that have actually leaked for the second season. For example, recently a new cosmetic list leaked showing a few different assets that were labeled as not for public, public, meaning these ones aren't playable in the live game, most of which have no visuals or anything, but there is a couple here like the mob hoodie, which is only given to some YouTubers and the developers themselves, along with the Buggy Wuggy skin, which was a test skin, who is also apparently never going to be releasing. And along with this, although nothing is revealed yet, we also got a list in the code leaking a bunch of different names for new skins coming soon, including stuff like the Boogiebot skin, which we've already seen, different types of headphone designs and hair, a pirate outfit, a steampunk outfit, something called a grab foot, which will be cool, a prisoner outfit, a frog outfit, a gumball grab pack, and tons more. Those of which are most likely going to show up in the brand new season's battle pass, or at least in the item shop. Only issue with this new leak is that it was reported a couple months ago at this point, and so a lot of things have probably changed and been updated since. But there's still some really cool skins. Plus, Micah told us in the Discord that there's going to be a brand new skin that mob fans were going to freak out over for Huggy, most likely being a reference to their animation channels, like their blocky Huggy avatar they use in their animations or something in that vein. But either way, I actually really love the skin work being done here. I mean, from the previews we've seen, they really don't mess around with making incredibly good looking skins, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is what's taking them so long to complete the season. There's also been some talks of mobile ports coming, at least at some point, into Project Playtime finally, as recently somebody asked the developers if there was a mobile port coming at some point in the future, which we've been asking for a long time at this point, to which Micah will respond saying he couldn't give any details yet, but that there was some really exciting internal news this week that'll hopefully speed things up in that department. Now, they haven't given us a release date on the mobile port or even any progress update, but hopefully it sounds like in a couple months or so we might finally get the game on portable devices, but judged by how large the game is, I imagine that's still a very difficult process. In fact, I actually think they also might be working on a console port either for Project Playtime or Poppy Playtime itself, as recently they started listing jobs on their LinkedIn page needing UI developers to help creating the game's interfaces. But more specifically, in the job description, they said that they would prefer applicants who have experience exclusively in both mobile and also console UI development, which most likely means that this job listing is probably to hire people to create new interfaces and controls for different ports of the games, specifically most likely Project Playtime, and it could mean that they are actually working on a port at least for the near future. But the last and probably the most important thing I wanted to discuss regarding Project Playtime and Season 2 is the lore of the game, since I think above all that's what me and pretty much everyone else watching this video is most excited for when it comes to these games at all, and it actually seems like there's going to be a ton of lore involved here. As regarding the new incineration location, they don't exactly go too in-depth on anything, but it's presumed that this is most likely the successor to the rejected toys room from the original, and with that being said, there's probably going to be tons of different characters and models from the games that we could potentially see hiding here when it's done. Or better yet, we could maybe even get an update on what happened to people like Patty Hall, who we see hints of in Chapter 2 lurking around and putting post-it notes inside of the rejected toys room, and was even demoted in the factory because she began miscoloring some of the toys that probably ended up in the incineration room. I don't know, it'd be cool to get a reference or an update to something like that, but perhaps the most important thing we can expect in Season 2 is to finally get a brand new tape in the screening room. Because if you don't remember, when Season 1 of Project Playtime first started, it was possible to earn a VHS tape that would play on the screen and give us a little bit of lore. Or I should actually say a shit ton of lore, because the original VHS tape explained to us all of these stuff like the Bigger Bodies Initiative and told us why all the toys in the factories that are alive even exist. However, months later, no new tapes have been added to the screen and not much is really known about it. But to be honest, this seems like the perfect time to place and add some brand new lore into the screening room, especially maybe some stories regarding the Destroy a Toy location, since it's still probably the most mysterious place we've seen in the factory and is yet to really be explained at all. I mean, it's really hard to make any guesses, but if I had to theorize, this is probably an older abandoned area of the map, judged by the steampunk incredibly dated theme, not to mention the older style drawings we see before, suggesting this is probably from a different period than the more modern drawings we see on the surface level. But one more thing I wanted to mention regarding the lore, and probably one of the biggest pieces of Phase 2 that intrigues me the most, is if you look on Twitter where the release date announcement was, you can actually see that there's some sort of text above it that reads, "Can you hear us? Can you see this? Welcome back," which is almost word for word the exact same text that we hear in the end screen of the original Screening Room 1 tape, where they say, "Can you hear us? Can you see this? Give us a sign." Perhaps this is hinting at a continuation of the first tape, but to be honest, we probably won't know until the update finally drops. However, in just a few days, Project Playtime will finally be on Season 2 after waiting for months, and maybe this will mean they can put it on the back burner finally and start focusing on the third chapter, which should be coming shortly. But to find out all this lore news and whatnot the moment it comes out, make sure to like and subscribe and watch this super complex theory here, and peace out.